Hello all, welcome to Global Offensive Hacker Associate community and welcome to another hacking episode of Hacker Associate. In this video we are going to learn about SSRF and we'll see how we can exploit SSRF vulnerability. And this is a part of my advanced application pen testing training. For more information you can visit this particular website and you can check it also there, okay, like what exactly we are covering, okay, in the advanced application pen testing. And those who are the member of Hacker Associate, they can simple go to the member panel and they can see all POC, proof of concept. So whatever I have done, okay, on the live application, I have identified many bugs related to the SSRF. You can watch all the video related to the SSRF and other vulnerabilities, okay, under the member panel. I am Harshad, founder and CEO of Hacker Associate. Let's begin. So let's go to the presentation and let's start SSRF. So we're talking about SSRF, server side request forgery, and I will start from here. So what is SSRF? So this vulnerability is also known as a cross-site port attack. It allows an attacker to induce the server-side application to make HTTP requests to an arbitrary domain of an attacker choosing. A successful SSRF attack can often result in unauthorized action or access to the data within organization, either in vulnerable application itself or on the other backend system that the application can communicate with. Right now, if you don't understand this terminology, no need to worry. Okay, we are going to jump into the practical part soon. Basically, what exactly okay like is SSRF is just like okay like if you remember CSRF client side request forgery is on the client side, and here okay when we talk about SSRF is on the server side request forgery. What you can do with this SSRF, you can perform a port scanning, you can perform okay like internal scan, external scan, and many things okay you can do with this SSRF. So SSRF attack. So for example, let's say you can see this is a POST request, and when you just check the POST request, you can see clearly there is a product and then stock and then version 1.0 and content type is application X www form URL encoded and content the length 118. And here okay you can see like this is the endpoint which you can clearly see ST API and which is okay like pointing to this particular URL, and this is okay like which we have to check always in this case. So now okay this causes the server to make a request to the specified URL and retrieve the stock status and return this to the user. What we have to do is okay in this case you can see this is the endpoint, and now this endpoint we are going to change just like exactly like that. You can see clearly I have modified this thing. So you can intercept this request and you can check in the burp and you can just check it out, okay, like how it okay like it behave when you change this particular endpoint or over the particular domain. Next, SSRF types. So generally there are two types of SSRF. First is the basic SSRF and second is the blind SSRF. So what you can do with SSRF? So as I mentioned to you, we can perform a port scanning, we can fingerprint intranet, we can attack internal network as well as we can also attack external network and many more we can do with SSRF. So let's jump into the practical part. So what I can do is I can simple navigate to my browser. Let me close everything and here is my browser. Let us start it. So once I open this thing, okay, like I will start my Charles proxy. So simple, first just give me 1 minute. Let me start my Charles proxy here. So here I'm using okay Charles proxy, okay, and I have already recorded many video on the Bubble Suite and another okay like proxy part. This time okay like I will cover Charles proxy, so you'll get an idea how to use a Charles proxy for web application penetration testing. So you can see my Charles proxy is started, and let me do this thing later, okay, and let me zoom this for you. You can see clearly like all application will be coming under this section, okay, left hand side, and what I can do is I can copy this particular okay URL for attacking. So this is the URL, so copy here and paste it. Okay, so now you can clearly see here okay like we are, and we have to exploit okay this vulnerability basic SSRF against the local server. Okay, and here you can see the description, and here is a parameter called London and then check stock. And let me check okay with the Charles proxy also. Here everything okay. Let me clear everything. And what I can do is I can simple go here Paris and then check stock. So you can clearly see here, okay, in my case stock is here, and content you can check, this is the stock API as I mentioned, okay, in the presentation, the summary, and then chart and the notes, right? Here you can see this is endpoint. Now what I can do is I can simple set a breakpoint right now. You can see this is a breakpoint. So when I click on this breakpoint, and before setting the breakpoint, that understand, okay, like the application logic. So when you can see here clearly, so when I click on this particular section like Paris, when I just click here check stock, and this parameter I'm getting here, you can see this is complete overview of this, and this is a summary. When you click on this summary, here is a host, here is a code, and then MIME type, and then here is a chart, right? You can simply clearly see each and everything. So here when you click on the stock, this is stock, and here you can check the stock API, this is the endpoint, and then summary. Okay, we have again here is the chart. This is okay, like this how the application work. Now what I can do is I can simple set a breakpoint. So you can see I'm just setting a breakpoint here. Now you can just confirm it, okay, by right clicking. You can see breakpoint is set. Now what I can do, I can select again this one and then check stop. So when you click on this, okay, you can see clearly right now, okay, like it is intercepted here. And now when you simple check here edit request, so you can see I'm just clicking on edit request here, and this is the product stock, and you can simply click on header, check what exactly the information is going to move, then cookie parameter, and then text, and I'm interested, okay, in this form parameter. You can see clearly this is the thing, this is the endpoint. So as per presentation, okay, like I'm going to change this endpoint. So let's start the presentation again for you. So here, okay, like if you have checked, okay, like this slide, okay, this slide, you can see this is the API endpoint, and now I'm going to change, okay, with this localhost admin. So let's do it, okay, like from here, and then go to the form, and you can simple right click, okay, or just change it everything. So I'm just changing everything just like that, localhost slash admin, okay, and this part is done. Now you can simple execute. You can simple execute, okay, and check, okay, like everything, okay, execute everything, execute, and then check what exactly we have now. Localhost admin, you can see this is the form, check the request, everything okay, this is a header, and let's see here, okay, what we're getting here. So you can see clearly we got some users here, like administrator, we have a Carlos user, and then we have another user called here, right? So total, okay, we can see clearly we have a 3 user here. What now we are going to do is we're going to delete that user. How we can delete it? Again the same way. So what I can do in this case, I can simply click on delete this one, and I have already intercepted here. You can see clearly, check edit request, admin delete, and then execute. Again you can execute, and you can check what exactly happened there. You can see now the admin interface only available if you logged in as administrator or request from the loopback. So that's how we can, okay, like do the things, okay, in this particular case. So let's again do one more time. So let's copy this particular URL again, paste it, let's check what exactly is happening. So I can do here in this case again, let's right click, set a breakpoint, check here, and edit the request. This time I will check the form again, and here I am here. So let's check API, then HTTP, we have a local host, then slash, we have a admin, then you can simple just type delete if you want, DLET, delete, and then username, okay, like Carlos, and execute if everything okay. Let's check what exactly we got it here, this 200 connection, okay, execute, and we are done. You can see you have solved this particular lab. Okay, that's how, okay, like we can exploit the SSRA vulnerability. So this time, okay, like I have showed this particular thing, okay, using a Charles proxy. You are free to use any proxy like Bub Suite and Fiddler or any other thing, okay, you can use it. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day ahead.